Down on the sideline here post-game with Coach Raul Brown of TechBoston, as well as our hero of the game, Marcus Gonzalez. And after some adjustments to our technical difficulties, we are ready to rock and roll. And after some adjustments at halftime, guys, you were ready to rock and roll. This second half performance, one really that could really set the tone for the rest of the season with some big games coming up. We'll get to Coach Brown, but first let's start with our hero of the game, Marcus. What a day today. We have you down 27 carries, 296 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, any way you put that, that is an epic performance. Just speak a little bit about your game today and how you felt going out there.
We just came out strong. We know we was down in the first half, but we went in the locker room and just knew that we had to execute. Coach was putting us in the right position, so we just had to do our job and execute.
Absolutely, and your offensive line has had, some transition over the past year. You had an injury today on the right side of the line that affected you guys as well, and yet here they were again plowing through holes for you against a very good defense for the Jets of East Boston. Talk a little bit about your O-line and how they help contribute to your success as well.
My O-line, they adjusted well. One of our guys went down. They stepped up, played a big role, made the holes very big, and we just kept pushing.
Now, this season is an interesting one for you guys because you began the season with you at quarterback and you were running a spread option type of offense. And after the offense got off to a slow start the first few games, you transitioned to running back. You put Esau back at quarterback and, well, things clearly have worked out. Talk about how do you go from being a quarterback to a running back and how do you make that transition so fluently as you have?
I feel like just my athletic abilities, just transitioning, going to the backfield, trusting my sophomore quarterback Esau, and we just kept pushing as well.
You certainly have. Now, I have to ask you, do you like playing quarterback more or running back more? Because you seem to be pretty good at both.
I would have to go with running back.
Yeah?
I would have to go with running back.
Because most times you would think quarterback because that's, the lead jockey. That's
Yes.
the guy everyone talks about, but you prefer getting the ball in your hands and getting dirty.
Yes, sir.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And he got dirty today, and he's going to go clean up. Almost 300 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Great job, Marcus. Best of luck the rest of the way. Bring your coach in here. Coach Brown, what a performance here. I talked to you at halftime for a few seconds, and you said that, players were just getting out of position. You guys had only scored 6 points in the first half, and things weren't looking that great for your offense after your first drive. What changed?
Well, Easty did a really good job of holding on to the ball and the possession time. We looked at our charts and we noticed we only had about 5-6 offensive plays. So that played a huge role in it as well. So if we made any mistakes in 5 or 6 plays, it just made the problem look a lot bigger than what it was. So we went inside the locker room, made some adjustments, talked to the players, found out where people were, and then we realized, we had some opportunities with some other plays and we took advantage of it.
Well, there's some fantastic adjustments as you've made this season. As I mentioned with Marcus, you guys offensively have gone through really a revolution over the course of your first 6 games, and it's coming to really bear fruit for you guys. As you guys coming away with another high performance and a high octane offensive day. How much effort goes into on a weekly basis changing an offense around like that? I feel like that is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job to have to change around something like that.
Well, we ran multiple offenses, and what we decided was the one that worked best, the one we moved the ball best was Marcus at Gonzalez. And I said it all year, it's like having like a Bo Jackson and the old Tecmo Bowl, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I have the best players, so I feel like we're just going to put the ball in the best players' hands,
Well, that's the way to do it, and that's the way to win. Now, you guys have a huge matchup next week against West Roxbury, who coming into the weekend was 3-0, leading your division. Now you guys are crept up, and you're right behind them with an opportunity to maybe usurp them in the standings. How big is this game coming up, and how hard are you guys going to prepare all week?
Well, West Roxbury has a great coaching staff. We all know each other very well. Our kids know each other very well. They probably are the strongest defense we'll see all year. They're tough, they're big, they're strong. They've notoriously been known for that. We have our work cut out for us, but my boys will show up, just like they will, and we'll be ready for this football game.
Certainly. Well, one more for you, Coach. Speaking of defense, your defense in the second half was outstanding. You struggled a little bit at times against the pass in the first half. I think you only allowed 1 or 2 first downs to the Jets the entirety of the second half. Talk a little bit about the growth of your defense here over the course of the season.
Well, that's just the thing. The defense has always been great. The offense is just now catching up to them. We've always depended. The defensive coordinator Jason Sieper has done a great job with these guys all year long. He changed the defense up this year, and they've been the ones that've been keeping us into football games. And the offense right now is just catching up to them. They've been spectacular the whole year.
That's now 18 points in 3 games your defense has allowed as you continue to motor through the Boston City League. Coach, thank you so much. Best of luck against West Roxbury. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. That's Coach Raul Brown, the winning coach today, and our hero of the game, Marcus Gonzalez, almost 300 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, and as the weather gets colder, the Bears get warmer. That's it from the sideline. Back up to you, Pat and Alan.